See the cows, man. They're just chilling. You're like, what the hell is this guy doing? We got out here to the duster today to look at a beautiful car. Why not we just go out here and look at the beautiful pasture? It is gorgeous out here. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, now that we got distracted by some cows, let's go check this duster out. What is going on, everybody? This is Murder the Finish, and welcome to episode 2 of the 1974 Plymouth Duster. All right, checking this car out. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to get everything checked out, make sure everything mechanically works that we can check out before hooking up a battery to it. Excuse me, it is cold out and I'm frozen. But look at this thing. The dash is pretty dang nice in it for being that old. Got a little crack up here. Not too bad though. Yeah, so I mean, I think maybe we're gonna just try to get some power to it, see what lights up, see what doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire. As everybody can see, it's pretty filthy. It's sat around at least 35 years, so says the last inspection sticker, I guess, was 99, so it's not 35 years that it sat around, but it's sat around a long time. Got the original AM stereo in it. We got heat controls. Yep. Here's the steering wheel. I mean, the headliner isn't bad though. It's not bad. I think it could clean up. I think this whole interior could clean up really nice. And if it can't, hey, I'll repaint it. You know what I mean? Got the Miata over there chilling. All right. So I guess in this video, maybe we'll just get it started. Maybe we'll just drain all the fuel out of it. And I don't know. Drain the fuel out of it. Maybe we'll get a battery on it and hook my jump pack to it and see what it does. Maybe it'll start right up. So the gentleman I bought it from said if I put some fuel in it and a battery in it, it will start right up and run. And he said he's drove it around his property and everything. So yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid seeing this thing sitting in a barn for some reason, and then it came outside to die. So I really want to see this car get going again, everybody, and I want everybody to check this series out as we follow. So this is going to be called the Plymouth Duster series by Murder the Finish. I want everybody to check it out. I want everybody to go hit that like button too while you're at it, and you know, ring that notification bell. So I want everybody to be serious about this. This Duster is happening, and I want to go over some of these quirks that we got going on so far. So first takes on the Duster. It's dirty as shit in here. I forgot to grab the key. I'll have to go get that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, it has brake pressure, and I use the brakes pulling it off the trailer, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty standard equipment from the 70s in here. Everything's all original. Definitely a sweet car. Anybody want to buy some hubcaps? Because I got some hubcaps for sale, so just hit me up in my all right, so up top here we got the original snakeskin vinyl. It's pretty badass stuff. So we got somebody going up the road. Anyway, it's pretty badass stuff, but it did do this to the roofs. We have some corrosion, a little bit of corrosion, and as you can see from the factory, all the paint is left on the vinyl. Do you know what that means? So all this crap comes off the roof, and you know what that is? That corrodes? Your paint does first. So I want to tell everybody that this right here, this condition with a little tiny bit of rust right here, that's all contaminant rust, and that isn't even a big deal. Okay, that's all oxidation. Just want to let everybody know. And obviously we got the old leaded quarter panels. Man, I cannot wait to fix those. That's gonna be such a joy. So these dusters they had a pop-out window. I mean, it's definitely got its rust, and the frame's gonna need work. And you know what, this car is completely worth it to me because of what it means to me. So this car's been around ever since I was basically born. I've been around the car since about 97 probably. And I seen this thing sit in a barn at first. Everybody wants to tell a different story about it. Even the guy I got it off of, you weren't around with the barn. I'm like, yes I was. That was 32 years ago when I was up in Prattsburg. So yeah, anyway, this thing is freaking mint. Look at how straight that cowl is. Glad some dumbass never jumped on the top of that thing, right? All the glass is all original, and this thing is just cherry mint, man. It needs a lot of rust work done to it, but we're gonna get it done. I can promise you that. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna try to dump some gas in the carburetor and hook my jump pack up to it and see what happens. All right, sweet. We just got the coolant all topped off, just in case we let this thing run for a little bit. I doubt it. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pull this air filter off and see the damage before we even start it up. That's where a lot of guys will make a mistake, especially with these old cars, and thinking they're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna siphon the gas out and start over. No, that's not how it works. First thing you gotta do is make sure a rat's nest isn't built up in here. And I think we're okay, boys and girls. I think we do have a little bullshit in there. Get figured out, but it ain't bad. Ain't bad. It's definitely has ran in the recent years, you know what I mean? Like, it's not been sitting around getting all rusty on the inside. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I just lost the wing nut. So yeah, I probably should find that real quick. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you right now, this motor will probably run. So I don't have any battery terminals right now. Yeah, that's a big problem. It is getting dark. All right, everybody, I'm not putting my mount on for this. So we're just gonna wanna get these two last wires rigged up here. We're just trying to see if we can get power to it, okay? Let me go ahead and try that real quick. Be right. Nothing happened. Yeah, now we're talking. All right, everybody, we have blew away my expectations for tonight. I was just gonna come check it out. Holy cow, stepping on the high-low switch. Anyway, I was just gonna come check this thing out and see if we could get it running. And I was like, well, we're gonna work on power tonight. Well, guess what? It works. I don't know what works and what doesn't. Something works, but listen. That starter's super weak, but she runs. She's turning. That is a huge thing. Huge thing. The horn does not work. I don't know, I might not even be using the horn button. No, I don't know. What are all these buttons, everybody? Does anybody know? What about this guy? Does this guy work? I don't know. Man. Maybe there's just not enough juice yet. The blower motor's running, which is crazy. I don't know how to shut it off. Not 100% sure yet. So, yeah, this is crazy, everybody. The Duster is alive. This thing is exciting. This thing's wanting to roll over. Oh, it just gave me a little spurt on probably 10-year-old gas. Ugh, this is so exciting. Everybody, this car is going to run. It's insane. It just sputtered. It just sputtered. All right, everybody. Well, not tonight, but tomorrow we're gonna pump all the gas out of this thing and make sure this thing's badass for the next day. All right. So I just got done siphoning with that for a fucking few minutes, and I just realized there's probably not any gas in it. You know, well, that's great, because then I don't have a bunch of old gas in my tank that I got to deal with. Shitty part is right now is I got to dump like 3 gallons of this shit in there that I just bought today. So we're gonna try that, and then we're gonna try the starter again, everybody. See what happens. All right, we just got done putting about 2 gallons of gas in it. So we can figure this stupid fuel thing out again. Yep, there we go. Should be ready to rock and roll now. All right, see what we got. Huh, it's gonna be a chore getting the fuel up, I guess. All right, let's see if that works. Almost. All right, everybody, first start, here we go. Nope. We're gonna keep trying. All right, now we're in the Duster. Let's see if this bitch starts. Huh. Definitely needs some electric. Well, we have got some lights working. So I guess we got a little power to the car. I'm not sure about the battery I put in it. It was a piece of junk, but I was just hoping I could jump it off of it. We got a few sputs and sputters, so we'll see, you know. Thing looks still pretty pissed off. I mean, even with the bent core support in the middle, this thing is ready and rocking and to roll. All right, let's see if we can give her one last try here before we go in for the night. Well, we're gonna call it for tonight, but we're gonna get right back at it tomorrow, everybody. Stay tuned. All right, so tomorrow turned into about a week ago. So anyways, we're back down here in the duster. It's raining, but it's Friday night and I decided to just come out here and see what we can get figured out with this thing. So earlier in the week I wasn't paying attention, but that's not good. That's not gonna make the car run. So I found a little piece of hose. I'm not sure if it's the right size or not. We're gonna try to make it work. Also found some other issues. Looking upon here, we got a nest. What's that? June bugs? I don't know. So anyway, so we got this battery thing hooked up. Got some terminals on it. Sorry I didn't show that on camera, everybody, but been super busy just trying to get what I can done with it. And so we have lots of different things that I don't like seeing in this motor to make it run, but my goal is to just get it started and see what we can do from there. Got my jump pack all recharged up because it killed it like this. But man, that battery is a piece of junk. I should have put a battery in it, but I don't want to do anything to this car until I know it's gonna run. Obviously, if this motor doesn't run for some dumb reason, then we're gonna find something different to put in it. What do you guys think? Should we put an LS motor in it? Oh man, that'll really piss off them Mopar guys. No, just kidding. You know, if we could find a 340, whatever, down the road, that's probably what option we're gonna take. So I got this car from an old family friend, and you know, for some reason it just didn't click in my head. So I'm in New York, and you need at least a transferable registration. And in New York, you at least need to figure out who the actual owner was. Apparently, this car was bought by the family friend about 20 years ago. Well, might have been a little bit longer than that even. From what I found out so far, there's no title for the car and no registration. Well, I found the registration, but it was completely blank and washed out. So I have no way to get a hold of anybody, contact anybody about this car. I might go and try to do different options, like there's bonded titles and there's different states that you can kind of go through with an LLC or whatever. Unfortunately, the Vermont clause closed, so that was definitely going to be my go-to until I found out earlier this year, January 2024, they stopped that. So, you know, I'm not trying to do anything illegal here, guys. If the state's watching, I'm just trying to get a title for this 1974. I mean, it's kind of crazy. 73, honestly. It's a late 73. So I keep calling it 74. I'm also looking. So I've already talked to a couple people. I'm not going to mention any names. Got blocked by one guy. The other person said no. So basically what I'm trying to do is trying to find one of these titling agencies or a lawyer or somebody that wants to work to promote their company on this build. So basically what I'm going to be doing is shouting out their video, everything. And so if anybody knows of any companies out there that would be interested in a sponsorship just to get me a title for this car, let me know. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put you on my chest. We're gonna start working on this duster tonight, guys, and hopefully we can get it running. All right, first thing we need to get off is that fucking guy right there, because that's gross. Get that guy out of there, get that mud crap cleaned off there. And like I said, we're not trying to do anything crazy with this tonight. I'm just wanting to see if it runs.
And I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so what I'm trying to figure out here, I'm gonna assume that this is the fuel. Let's get this freaking air cleaner right out of the way here. So I'm gonna assume here that's our vacuum. So this has to be our fuel, right? So I don't know unless it's this, but a hard line going in. Somebody obviously spliced it. That's got to be our fuel. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get some tools. And what we're gonna do is, I think, yeah. All right, so we're not super set up at home as we are at work. Been working on that though. I've been kind of doubling up, getting the tools I need. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do this just because I want to see if we can get some suction from the fuel pump. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut this hose. Well, it's not gonna be the cleanest cut. Get this hose cut. See if we can't get fuel to this thing. Not sure why that was robbed out of there, but somebody spliced it and then did that. It's fine. This is just temporary to see if it's gonna run. Hopefully everybody can see that okay. Get this lower guy off first. Maybe. Gosh, I wish I had my good tools. Nothing drives me more insane than having the best tools, snap-on tools at work, and then coming home to having shit tools. Granted, most of these tools I've got over the years have probably been free or handed down, but so it's not a huge deal. My thing is, I can get this guy off here. I don't know if everybody can see that. Oh man, that freaking radiator hose is right in the way. Boy, this fucker. All right, she's moving now. Man, they got that thing slid right up on there. There we go. What is that? A compression fitting? That's flared. That's supposed to be there? All you Chrysler guys, let me know. They have a piece of rubber hose, must be to... That's funny. Anyway. I doubt somebody took that off and flared it. It's fine. You guys probably can't even see what I'm doing here. Just trying to get this rubber line off of here on both ends. See if we can replace it. They got some new fresh gas in the gas tank, so if it gets gas up to it, it's already fired. So I'm assuming it might run. This is driving me nuts. Been working all day, bending over cars, and I come home to do it. I guess that's what they say. You gotta like doing what you do. especially if you're gonna do it for a living. Man, this hose is fighting me worse than the other one. Yeah, I don't want to fiddle fuck around with this too much and break that line. Man. Alright, we got her off. Let's just do a double check here. Looks like it's the same size. 3/8, yeah. Alright. Let me get this guy installed here. We'll put this guy in down there. Let's get our clamp on, dummy. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Alright. What we'll do here, we'll pull these old guys off. They may be 70 years old. Just kidding, not 70, but maybe old. They might work. You know, that spring clamp's a little fucky. They're wore out, there's no doubt. That one's still got some spring. This guy might be shot here. We'll see. Nah. Maybe he's got some life in him. Anyway, this guy on here. I think what we'll do is put the spring clamps up top. Maybe. Alright. Alright. I don't know if anybody can see it. Got the new hose installed. Here's a disclaimer, folks. I know absolutely nothing about carbureted motors. I can look at something and change something when it comes to carbureted motors, but I have no idea how they work. I know it has jets, has spiders' nests in there, you know, the normal. I'm what I'm gonna do next. Now that I got the top off this guy, I'm gonna spray some carb cleaner right down her. All you guys can make fun of me for not knowing much about carbureted motors, but hey, that's fine. Please excuse my messy garage. Yeah. Let's drown this thing. Alright, so we got the air filter back on. No, it really doesn't make a difference, but just gonna dump a little bit of gas. Not much, just a little bit of gas in the carburetor here. We're gonna get our thing set up here. Got the fully charged jump pack back on it, so I suppose if it doesn't do it this time, it might not. I know it's possible that it might need a starter, because it was sounding pretty weak last time we were messing with it. But anyway, yeah, I was digging through the car, found old newspapers from the late 90s. That's cool. Gross. Anyway, let's see what this thing does. Like I said, I'm just trying to see if we're gonna get some suction up to the carburetor. Maybe try to rule something out here. I don't know for sure. I guess I might get the right key and it might help. Oh yeah, she fired. Cool. Cool, cool. know it's going to take a few minutes for that gas to even get up to the carburetor if it's going to. Alright, we're going to give it a minute. Help that jump pack try to just excite that battery a little bit. Maybe we're going to go dump some more gas in here just to help it get enticed. Maybe it'll run, maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's get a little more gas in it. Need more gas in it. It's out of gas. Don't put too much in it. Let's see. Oh yeah, boy. She was just running for a second, guys. Well, I'd definitely call that a success, but don't really want to stop there. Want this thing running on its own power. Not that I think it will. Probably won't. Yeah, just the rest of this gas in here probably. And who knows, man? This carburetor's super old. Something could be freaking floats be stuck. I mean, who knows? The starter's acting a lot better today, so that's good news. Ooh, it fired. I just don't know, man. Can't believe that jump pack's dying already. That's hard to believe. Boy, I was just hoping we'd get some fuel up to it. I think it's going to take a lot more. I think it's going to take a lot more fuel. Who knows? The line might be bad from here to the gas tank. I don't know. So we're going to let that sit for a minute. We'll catch back up with you guys in a few. All right. So the biggest problem we got here is that battery's junk. I do not have a trickle charger, or I'd try to revive it. My key here is that I do not spend too much money on this car until I can figure out the title situation. But nonetheless, we're going to try to get it running. Just dump some more gas in it. Give that time to sit. Let's see what happens. Like I said, we're getting it to fire. That's not the problem. Ooh, she backfired a little bit. Maybe too much fuel. Alright, so I know everybody's going to say, it's not getting fuel yet, blah, 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 blah. I get that. I was just trying to entice it to start. My battery pack's running low once again. We're going to give it one more shot here. Alright, so we got it to turn over. We got it to fire. This good Mopar friend of mine, he's actually owns a Snap-on truck, told me to take the plugs out and pour a little bit of stuff down the cylinders, and so that'll help clean it out. We're not going to get into all that tonight, but maybe we'll put it on our next series. The thing is here, I'm just trying to get it started to move it into the garage. And it's just not having it, man. It says no way. I don't want to keep dumping gas on the car. I mean, it's firing on it, but I don't even have a can of starting fluid. Smoke, yeah. I don't know. backfiring a minute ago. Might have flooded it by now. Like I said, I don't know a ton about carburetors, everybody. Backfired. Which, I mean, it's in rough shape. This old girl hadn't run in a long time. That makes sense. Whew, I can smell nasty old fuel. That's not a good sign. Like I said, everybody, I don't know a ton about these old cars and carbureted engines and stuff. So maybe you could let me know in the comments what you think I should do. But I'm just trying to get fuel to the system. Obviously, it wasn't not getting fuel before. We're gonna try to start it one more time, and I think we're gonna call it, everybody. Yep, unfortunately our battery is shot. So unfortunately that's all I got to my battery pack. So that's a good place to call it. So I better get my truck keys out of here. That's a good place to call it for now, everybody. Maybe I'll get her in the garage. And unfortunately had to push it in there. I didn't want to do that. But I'll probably have to push it in there, the truck or whatever. A couple buddies. Unfortunately, I'm just not going to be able to get it running sitting out here like this. This is kind of like just beating a dead horse. My stupid jump pack seems like it's not holding the charge now, so maybe that's an issue. I don't know. It is pretty old. Things don't last forever, that's for damn sure. We're gonna get everything picked up. All right, and that concludes the second episode of the Plymouth Duster, everybody. I know we didn't get it running under its own power, but we got power. We got fuel. We got it to start a little bit. It actually backfired on us a couple times. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with this series, everybody. We're gonna go ahead. I think our next step is gonna be putting a battery in it, because that's annoying. I can always use it for something else if I decide to get rid of the car or whatever. But that's not the plan. The plan is to restore this thing, and we're gonna figure out the title situation. We're gonna get everything taken care of, I hope. And anyway, just do a little quick walk around again. She's definitely worth saving. Definitely worth saving, everybody. Hey everybody, if you like this video, I want you to go check this one out over here. Other than that, I want you to like this video. I want you to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell, because it's been Murder the Finish.